Alrighty everyone, hi, how are you? How are we doing? Davis here. And today we're going to continue making the live 2D model that we were talking about yesterday. That we've been working on yesterday, yeah? In general. So, first and foremost, actually, huge thing. Let me send out the links first, yeah. And get the chat in. This way you can start talking. And many things we're going to do today. At least I'm hoping that we're going to. So yeah, okay. For some reason I'm having recently issues with typing I in random moments. It's not like it's everywhere, it's just couple sites. For example, if I sit down and start writing in like Notepad, there's like 0% chance that is going to happen. If I write on Twitter or use Word, you know, like Microsoft Word, I'm going to have my issues. So yeah, no idea why, no idea how, it's just randomly happening, so yeah. And yeah. Finally working on the Live 2D took a while. And of course, there's a lot of things that I need. Like for example, like, you know, extra mouth or buffer or whatever. Right? So basically I need like a way to change the faces, mouths. And to do that, I'll need to, you know, work stuff out. And yeah, you know, that's that. The biggest problem that I might actually have is going to be cutting the model. Thing is that I have absolutely zero understanding of how the model is supposed to be cut. So max that I can do, sorry that I'm yawning, like, I don't know why, I'm just out of energy, like fully. There's no reason for me to be tired, I'm just freaking tired like that. So yeah, you know, what's that? Well, that's the issue. Like, for example, what the eye is supposed to be and shit, but okay, whatever. First, let's focus on coloring the model and just bringing some colors into that, and then we'll be wondering what we should be doing, shall we? Okay, and yeah, you know, I'm going to probably do it like that. So I'm going to get the thing, make, you know, the bearing, right? Like for example here, right? So I know that I need to actually sit down to it and make the hands go like this, right? And this way the hands are going to have the necessary rotation. Yeah. And arms should go here. So first and foremost, I think I'm going to just, again, just as planned yesterday, I'm going to sit down and like, you know, make the like very simple joints, and then I'm going to like look into what and how am I supposed to rig things and how I'm supposed to like cut things all together, because I know that, for example, I need mouth, nose and eyes separately, same as eyebrows and hairs in cut differently, but the issue is like how am I supposed to like properly do that, you know? And same like this thing, like those braces supposed to be separately. So yeah, there will be a lot of fun with this in it. Just need to, you know, the things as they're supposed to be, which is going to be, I guess, even more difficult. Also, just FYI, I was actually so tired today that I've generally had to take a nap. I guess it was a power nap, and I'm going to be able to zoom through the rest of my day, but still quite concerning. Even though I'm not doing naps, because I don't do naps in general. I'm always full of energy to last me throughout my day. I don't know why I've got so tired all of a sudden that I've had to take a nap. So yeah. Also today I want to finish a lot of stuff. I'm done with the silhouettes. I need to make sketches and make flats. And tomorrow I'll just need to shade, which is going to be easy. And yeah, hi T, Gatevi here, how are you? Hope everyone has going. Hi Muto, Gatevi here, how are you? Hope everyone has going. So today I need to work extremely hard to catch up with things, because tomorrow is going to be a special day too. I'm glad to hear it. And how was sleep? How was your sleep? Just finish a drawing? Nice. Nice. But yeah, you know, I think I got more sick than but you sounded so much better yesterday. I feel terrible, and I know I'm in the wrong in this situation, but recently I've just been feeling very lonely. Huh. Well, how come? On OT, yeah. How come the loneliness, you know? Or here if you talk. Oh. Lack of connection, it feels like I just have been missing the opportunities to, after wanting it so much. Well, that depends. Is this just one person that you want to talk with, or are you like trying to reach out to other people? Are you like a member of community that you are trying to talk in? It's another thing, but my brother spilled something on my drawing. Another stain. Yeah, multiple people. I mean, you can always try to just reach out and, you know, the contacts are going to kind of fall into one another, you know what I mean? So there won't be much of a need to, you know, just feel God knows how lonely on that. Even if they respond to you after, like, you know, after a day, you can keep the conversation. So yeah, it's a very problematic thing, because as a matter of fact, the loneliness that's happening all around the world is like a sickness of our age, you know? So in basic concept of it, you're just going to be kind of, unless you, like, for example, I don't know, try to change the idea of the connection, or maybe try to expand your circle of friends, you can always try to, like, write to people, wait for the responses, and also another thing is that I feel like the people who I care that much about just don't care about me too, or just don't want to lead the conversation at all. Well, that's another thing. If those are people from the internet, you always have to keep in mind that they might have, like, better things to do than talking to someone, you know? They're just busy people that have their own life besides talking with you, you know? So it's not like they don't want to lead the conversation with you, it's maybe just the fact that they have very busy life right now, and, you know, they need some time to talk, or, you know, sometimes they need a break, because yes, you need a break from conversation with someone from time to time, because, like, for how long you can constantly talk with one person. It's a bit different thing if you would be in a relationship with them, like boyfriend girlfriend, because, like, that's a different kind of relation, but it's just like a friend online that you write on Discord. It's just a random person you've met, you know? It's like not going to go around. Many times I've opened up about how I felt to them before, and so it burns me out that they know what I'm thinking, but they just don't, and so I just don't really trust anything anymore. That's parasocialism. Like, you can't expect someone to just out of nowhere, you know, feel this way, and just without possible, like, signs that are sure that the person is actually reflecting your feelings. Just sharing those feelings is quite often just turning the relationship, you know, the friendship, into a bit awkward element. So it's not like you can't really trust anything anymore. Maybe you've just took it wrong. Maybe there were just things, or someone was just trying to be kind to you, and you just felt like, oh, they like totally want to be with me in a relationship. It's a trap that also a lot of people get into. There are, like, the mixed signals or so, or just misunderstanding to one another, but it's just in the end causing, like, disrupting the relationship. On the other hand, like, what are we, right? Like, in the end, like, where are we going with it? The thing is that if you look around that kind of idea, right? you can never know what's going on, you know? So, for example, previously that person was very talkative with you, you've shared your feelings to them, and they like don't want to lead the conversation anymore. That's kind of like the, you know, not that when I mean feelings. What you mean by feelings? I feel so lonely. They're just a friend. You know, maybe it's also like when you're spiraling into this kind of thing, right? When you're spiraling to this kind of talk, and you're telling your friend like, "Hey, I feel so lonely, man." How does that going to affect your friend? That's going to like bring the idea like, am I like, what else can I do for that person besides like being there with them? Are we not like nearly almost always on the Discord, or don't we just always try to talk about random stuff? How come they feel lonely while still I'm doing my best to like keep them a company, you know? That's also the thing. So like the idea is, what do you mean by loneliness? Is it like loneliness, like you need to get into a relationship, you need like a girlfriend, boyfriend, or do you mean like you feel so lonely that it's just so difficult for you to go around getting a friend? Also, is that friend like, you know, opposite gender, or are you like somehow capable to merge into some kind of like boyfriend-girlfriend relationship? You know? Because if you're like starting to talk with them, open about your feelings, how lonely you feel, that you need a girlfriend, that also might be off-putting for them, because it's like what do they expect from me? Do they think that I'm going to be the person who's going to like I don't know, become their girlfriend? Aren't we like friends? So like the idea is like, you're going so much all around. It's also very difficult for me to really understand your case, because there are still so many different possibilities in here. You know, it's not like, you know, feeling lonely is not a bad thing. That's also a sign to something. Yeah, I get it. Yeah. So like, what, you know, as a person feeling lonely, if you feel lonely and your brain is like detecting that can also like be a sign of depression. Like trying to talk with specialists might help. Like try to hang out with a friend, play games, or like, you know. Another friend, I think thought of being in a relationship with them is not an answer. You know, it's still not necessarily like, you know, leading to exactly what you mean. That I'm really fit to be in any relationship of any kind. Well, yeah, I guess it's depression. Yeah, it might be. But here's the thing, I was kind of the same. And let me tell you something. Like the basic general thing. I'm feeling down since last Friday. So let me finish the thought, and we might like try to talk about it too. Because like I was like that too. I was like, I don't think I'm fit for any relationship. I don't think I'm capable to love. I've had many like mental issues especially like even last year or 2 years ago. As a matter of fact, I've had to go on a sick leave due to my depression. I had severe depression. I had to be medicated, and I was reaching really deep, deep levels, right? That was like out of roller coaster, out of like control. I was just sinking down at high velocity. And the thing is that sometimes like there's a lot of things that you're bottling, and bottling those things might not necessarily be healthy for you. Like, because like, oh, I'm just going to try to forget about it, but there's going to be that moment, like it's just going to come in, right? Something is going to remind you about that. So to maybe share something of my life, to kind of like make an example. When I was like about 13, 14, I've had like severe issues. Basically, I at a very young age, because I was like 7, I was diagnosed with physical issues, right? I had physical sicknesses, right? And that basically led to me like being that odd ones out that couldn't hang out with people and couldn't really talk much, or rather like I wasn't really that active in like class things, and so basically like the moment I was diagnosed with that, I had like a lot of backlash from my surrounding. Basically people from my classes were telling that I'm faking my sickness, which is really messed up thing to say. And why did they say that? You might wonder. Well, the answer is simple. Because of my problems, my physical problems, I had the degree of disability. Basically like my entire left leg at this point is like busted. I can't drive car, I can't walk for long periods of times, and most likely the older I'm going to get, maybe even at age of 30, I'm going to need a cane to walk around. That's why also I'm drawing Devis with a cane quite often, because Devis is some kind of like reflection of me, and basically I'm giving him the cane because it's like I guess it's like a form of coping, right? I'm personally trying to be better, and I'm trying to more or less somehow get like synchronized with Devis, right? Like maybe some like body structure and such, like but the thing is that most likely those are just going to be more problematic things anyway. So from thing to thing, that kind of got me into like being closed off. I stopped like really walking out of I've generally just stopped walking around, stopped like meeting with people. I was just miserable, right? And the bullying at school wasn't really helping. So I've like run away, and I've met some friends of mine on Dungeon Fighter Online, a game that I've mentioned a bunch of times on streams. Still one of my favorite games, and I connect some of the best memories of mine with it. I've met 3 people. There were 2 people from America and 1 person from Japan. They were living together, I think somewhere around Detroit. So, I mean, the 2 people, right? They were living together, actually. At some point, even they've got engaged. Really cool thing. They've, like, the guy, like, had some gang issues, basically, but in general, he was, you know, he was a good guy. He wanted to drop it off because now he's like trying to he was trying to make a family, but he was drive-by, so that caused a lot of issues among our circle that we've had, and to mine at that point 13 years old mind. And on top of that, his then fiance called me, right? She called me, we had like a communicator, she called me, and you know, we were just talking, and she made a decision to bad while being still on the phone with me, and well, basically the call ended with a bang, and well, that was the second friend from the group, and the third one was in Japan. Actually, it was my girlfriend, first one, and basically like 2 months passed, give or take. It was summer. I was about to end the gymnasium, right? I was about to enter the technical college. I was 16. Wait, did I mention? Yeah, so basically after we've been like 3 friends for 3 years, by the way, but I think I've omitted that because it now as I'm listening to myself it sounds bad. So basically 3 years passed. I was 16 at that point, but I've met them when I was 13. I was 16 at that time when all that started happening, so I was also 16 at that point, and basically she wanted to come to visit, and she was hit by a car on the way to the airport. At first I thought that she just stood me out, and then turned out that she actually didn't. It was never in her intention. It was just the problem of that. She was in a coma for a couple years, and basically, well, you know, I was finishing technical college when her father, who actually was Polish, she was half Polish, half Japanese, that's why she, like, you know, was quite interested with all, like, visiting Poland and such, so that was the entire, you know, goal, just to meet for the first time all together, and basically the thing. And, you know, losing someone in such case is actually, you know, I guess you can say that in a span of 2-3 months, losing 3 people who actually helped you thrive throughout very difficult time, it's even more devastating. And basically, but I was like trying to cope. I've had like my coping mechanism. I was trying to forget about everything, but you know, no matter what, it was always difficult, and basically I was spiraling, which wasn't really helping. And from one thing to another, job-related stress, that plus very problematic situation generally around my life really got me good all of a sudden, and basically got me into kind of same kind of thinking that I don't think I'm ever going to like fall in love again. I deserve it, right? Like, because it was like a constant blaming myself, especially for the case with the girlfriend. I was constant blaming myself actually for her state, right? Because maybe she would at some point wake up, because her father, when he contacted me, he actually wanted me to sign the documents that would actually unplug her from the life support, and I did it. I actually signed those documents, and it only brought more sorrow to my life. And from one thing to another, well, generally blaming myself for many things, right? Just, you know, that I couldn't be with them, that I had no chance to like support them, that I had no idea what I can say or do, or, you know, generally like how I'm supposed to act. It's, you know, it was like a lot. It was definitely a lot. Now I feel better. Again, like I had to be medicated, and even my psychiatrist was offering me a stay in a facility for my own good, but I didn't want it to, like, you know, get into such thing. I just wanted to, you know, stay and just push through on my own, and I've managed. I've changed the job. It's still stressful, but I've learned stress management, and I've learned coping mechanisms that help me, and basically from event to event my life started turning upside down, because, you know, I've got better paid job. I found love of my life, right? A girlfriend that you know, that I love deeply. So a second girlfriend in my life, but, you know. So yeah. So, you know, that's the thing. And you might think, what does that have to do with many aspects of it? Well, you might think not much, but I've had this feeling that I'll never find in life. That I've never find someone that I'll be able to at some point call my wife. I felt that I don't deserve love because of because, you know, I've basically you know, in my mind I've coded that I've killed the love I've had, and basically, you know, miracles happen. You might not even see, but sometimes it's good to just watch out who you're hanging out with, you know, find a good moment and just have balls to say those words like I love you, and that person might, you know, that person might actually say it back, you know. And I don't want to make it like a thing like believe in yourself and such, because just believing in yourself is also not going to help you. It's the sheer fact to actually understand your situation, to understand where you're supposed to be as a person. Should you be in a, you know, with certain person? Should you be, you know, like doing some other things? That's up to you, man. That's up to you. But what I know is that actually, no matter how much you would be, you know, feeling lonely, there's always a person you can be with. And a friend is also really good, because you can still, you know, work through many things. The thing is to just not to close yourself on others. I've committed to that issue, to that mistake. I was tripping, I've actually broke couple friendships because of that. You know, I've burned a couple bridges. Just recently I've managed to reach out to person I've actually, you know, caused the problem, like, you know, because after the therapy I've actually understood that what I've done was effed up. I've only caused them issues, bothers, like I've only caused them a mental distress, and, you know, just basically, you know, it was edgy AF, man. But I finally managed to get a hold of them, and, you know, who knows, maybe at some point, you know, we'll get somewhere around the same kind of friendship that we've had. Who knows? The thing is that once broken person, you know, once burned bridge is not going to be as durable as it used to be. So I once again live in the, you know, idea that I've genuinely messed up. I've actually messed up so badly to such extent, and I feel bad because of that, because, you know, in my sick mind it was making sense, but for them it was just painful. And me myself, I've grew up. You know, I've grew up. I'm 26 now. I have a girlfriend that I love, that I want to marry, and all I had to do was just not to close myself on the others. Accept the help that others give me. Accept the things. Take the medications as prescribed. No breaks, no nothing. Check my mood. How I feel. Do I feel like spiraling? Accustomed to the topics that hurt you. The topic that hurts you can be still accustomed to you, no matter how painful it is. It's never going to sit with you well, but it's not going to like send you into a spiral again. Of course, it's going to be a painful thing to talk about, but sometimes it's going to be, you know, it's something to finally move on, you know. Since last Friday, and now the thing is, what is causing you to feel this way? Why do you feel so lonely? What is causing that loneliness? What happened on last Friday that you feel this way? Did you said something to someone? Did you like misunderstood someone? Did you like, are you not talking with someone since certain time? That's the thing. Of course, I think I should have added more context, yeah. You know. Because the thing is that thank you, Raiders. Hi, RKRB, got over here. How are you? How's it going? Hi, hi. Thanks for the raid. I haven't seen a while, RKRB. How have you been, man? How have you been? I'm trying to see indeed. Yeah. Musical English was pretty much my own language, and so the other kids there would bully me often for that. So led me to making no friends. Good work is a botch. Yeah. I've been trying consistent. Hey, let's go. Let's go. I'm actually doing a model. We're finally making life to the Davis here. How have you been? I've been good. I've been good. Work just, you know, kind of crashing. But things are going nicely. I've ordered my 3D printer. I'm going to get one. So I have developed anger issues, extremely bad ones for sure. It's just where I subconsciously separate between people who don't understand and people who I do. You know, that's another thing. Anger issues have to be like taken care of by the specialists. That I can tell you that I doubt it's something I might be able to like even be able to help you, because I do have like stress induced outbursts, but it's like I'm managing to direct them on myself. But if you have anger issues and like, you know, you are going this way, you know, you developed anger issues. I have very unhealthy tics connected with stress. I'm like biting the skin off of my thumb on the right hand, and sometimes on like other fingers. Sometimes even to like blood and such. And I'm just like, when I'm getting like pressured a lot, I don't like that. It's like my autistic thing. I don't like to be pressured to things. And basically when my boss is like pressuring me and he's constantly changing my my tasks, I'm like I'm accumulating this throughout the day, and it's like one small thing and it's erupting. Usually just sleeping it off helps, but it's like, you know, after the day at work, a lot of things can happen. It took like so long, and the professor forgot to bring the notes to give more points to the people who completed anyways. It felt like wasting so much effort just for literally nothing. Well, out of a bad habit was because chewing on it felt good. For me, it's like I'm coming, like I used to do that also because it felt good, but now I'm doing this whenever I'm like really stressed out. That's a mechanism that I've noticed I've developed. A really bad one. Well, you can blame the professor. You could always ask like, hey, like actually, like, can't you, since, you know, since like we've spent so much time, can't you just add the points? Because like, sure, notes are notes, but you know. it's something to be right of being angry. Like, I don't think you actually go into the I don't think you I don't think you understand directly what is actually anger issue. It's like erratic explosion of anger. Like, you're talking with someone and out of nowhere you just explode. And sometimes you don't even know what set you off. That's the anger issue. And I have that. And I can tell you that this happened on stream several times already. The moment where I just was trying to make one line, and I was doing that one line more and more aggressively, and all of a sudden I was exploding, like, you know. I mean, I did tell in the earlier part of this conversation. And on Friday too, yeah. So, it's... yeah. For me, I just literally smashed the nearest hard object with the bottom of my fist. It's mainly because I really want to punch things when I get mad, so I don't do that to prevent hitting someone. I guess it's best to have a stress ball or a gripper nearby. I was trying that, but it's also not helping. Like, I've worked myself to the point where I'm drawing whenever I'm in any kind of emotion. Whenever I'm happy, angry, stressed, it's just helping me with everything, It's just the thing I'm drawing is changing depending on what I'm drawing, Like, for example, whenever I'm sad, I'm drawing angels. That's like something I've also noticed. On Friday too. Well, that's the thing I've told you. So basically, what I understand, on Friday you've hurt a friend of yours, and now you don't have anyone to talk with. I understand this, but it's not the way to go. Even though you are like angry at something or someone, you shouldn't be letting yourself to like throw that anger at random people, especially your friends and family. You're angry and actually usually it's easier to sit down and talk with them, because like you never really know. No matter how difficult it is for you, when you're talking with someone, you're venting. And venting means you're letting the accumulated steam out, which is letting you drop the stress. And maybe they are going to have a healthy solution to your problem. So you never know. And sometimes it's just it. Yeah, good, as long as they are non-destructive, yeah. Like anything. I think my anger issues really pop up quickly when there's one thing I like that's getting foiled. Well... How come? For example, I'm making this this model, right? I'm going to cut it, I'm going to make things, etc. But for example, I'm going to spend a lot of time on doing those things. And it would just so happen that I won't be able to use it. It's going to be foiled, but am I going to be angry about that? Yes. But is it that like a way to surrender or get so angry to like start punching things. No, not really. The thing is that you need to like unlock this comprehension, what is worth getting angry to such point and what not. Because so far what I kind of understand is that you want always the things to be in your way. And sure, it's really comfy, but it's not like it's going to be like that, you know? And that's something you kind of have to go around. Like, oh, okay, so I want to be able to make it this way, so I have to figure out some, like, a different way, right? So for example, oh, so because I want to like try to make this model in Spine and figure out how I can use this model with Spine. And sure, that would be really damn cool, right? But am I going to be able to? No. Is there another solution? I've already got everything prepared, I just have to throw it into Live 2D. So I can buy the subscription for 1 month and make my model fully and just use my model this way. And I can just cancel the subscription to Live 2D Cubism. It's going to be like, on top it's going to be 1 month. It's not like, so there are still solutions to those things. And I do think that this is exactly like where it goes. And as far as I can say, like that's on the level where you would actually need to see a specialist. You know, to merge with the, you know, to talk about your anger issues, your depression, your feeling of loneliness. You know, you might actually need to get those things around, you know? Hi Victoria, got here. How are your friend has gone? Hi. As usual, even the base looks so nice. I love your drawings. Thank you, Victoria. And how have you been? Hi. Did something cool? And yeah, just, you know, working through the model. I really need to get around. Well, it's tomato. It's still the same thing. Like, again, things are not going to go on your way. You know, like sure, it's not your fault that the plan foiled. But I've told you, things are not going to go your way all the time, right? There's going to be someone or something that's going to get in the way, and it's going to like make the plans of yours like just, you know, foil, and you need to get the, you know, counter plan, something to like, to some kind of counter actions for your plans getting foiled, you know? Like, for example, in the next week, I want to register to do my passport. I need it. And you know what stands in my way? Not me. I just have to register and go to that thing, bringing my photo and shit. It's not me who's going to have issues. You know, who's going to make that plan foil. It might be as well my boss, who's not going to let me, for example, come later to the thing. Actually, you join and give psychological advice like a therapist. Well, thank you. I'm never expecting to, like, you know, give psychological, you know, tips or anything, but I really have the urge to help in cases like this, so I'm glad whenever I can help someone. But that's I'm really glad to hear. Yeah. So it's still the same thing. There's no rephrasing for that. Your plans are foiling, but it's not the reason to get so angry for that. You can always reschedule something, you can always do those things. Unless it's like something that's actually going to cause your entire life to be twisted 360, sorry, 180, then yeah. You know, no matter what it is, there's no reason to get angry. Like, for example, if I've had huge plans for today. I wanted to quickly finish all my works, do the commissions, catch up with all the commission sketches, and tomorrow I wanted to just make a couple adjustments and work through rest of the commission-wise stuff and be on clearing the next week. And on Friday I've talked with my mom and she said, actually I would need to buy shoes. Would you come with me tomorrow? And today I've disappeared from my home for 5 hours. So, but am I angry? No, I can still finish those things. I was planning to pull an all-nighter today anyway. Like, I can still do those things throughout the all-nighter, and possibly maybe even more than I've planned. Like, here's the thing, if you're always like focused that this one solution is perfect solution, no, it's not. That's not going to happen. yeah, that's also true. That's also true. But, you know, it's not about like getting angry because, oh, boo-hoo, my issues, like, I'm so mad because I had to go somewhere for 5 hours and I couldn't catch up with things. And either I'm going to pull that all-nighter or not, it's still not going to be, I'm still not going to be mad because, like, I can still wake up early tomorrow, which I might also plan if I won't be making the all-nighter today. I can just work a bit harder on things and I still catch up with most of the works and finish all that's needed, because I'm feeling that this week it's actually my, you know, power week. But, you know, am I like panicking because of that? No. Am I angry because of that? No. Life is too short to be angry at things like this. Am I angry? Would I be angry if I wouldn't actually go with my mom? Yes. I would be really darn angry if I wouldn't go with my mom today. Would I be angry if am I going to be angry if my boss is going to, if my boss won't allow me to actually get the passport? Yes. But on May I'm going to have a whole week off, and from 1st to 10th, so, you know, I can just. Are you coming to America? I may. It's actually so impressive how you just drew the anatomy figure. Yeah, I really need that because it's like allowing me to comprehend Davis's shape in general. So in like basic idea, that's that. I need to finish those pants, so. But also, just because I've done like an entire model beforehand, I can just fit you know, I can just fit everything to like very, you know, to like very basic, so I can just keep on working on the things and continue, for example, the shapes without having to like redraw something or double checking how things are going. You know, I can just keep on doing what I've been doing and make various different outfits with no further issues. So for example, I'd be able to even, if I'm going to play it off properly, I can even make the belt around Davis's waist removable. And the belt is actually finishing up to here, so I believe the pants are going to like go to this level somehow. Yeah, that's so amazing and Moriarty. Thank you. So yeah, you know. Probably right now I think it's like the easiest thing. The more problematic is going to be cutting the model into everything and rigging it. Do you think Davis could have the title Devastator? Probably, yeah. Davis has a bunch of titles actually. But thanks, man. I think you made me realize how I feel a bit better. How would you name an Australian tourist? Boomerang? Oh my. Oh my. You know what's funny? Because like YouTube is now translating live the text that all of you are writing for me to Polish, and boom, like boom, to write boomerang you have to write like boomerang, right? But you've wrote it like boom erang. The problem is that in Polish boom it's actually still boom, so in Polish it was the same. It's going to have pants. I have pants, I always have them. What are you talking about? Pantless. Oh no. Not again. All those squares make a circle. All those squares make a circle. Oh my. Damn. Not the pantless emote, come on. But yeah, I wanted to ask what time it is in your country. It's 8 p.m. I'm in CET time zone, Central European Time, if you were ever wondering. But yeah, it's 8 p.m. right now. Or 20. For 24-hour system users like myself. Actually, 12-hour system or 24-hour system? Which one is better, chat? Personally, I feel the 24-hour system. Also, it's crazy how some people are calling it. It's crazy how some people are calling it military time. Like, what do you mean? I remember when I was working at a hotel as a receptionist, we had some soldiers actually stationing the hotel. Most farm, I see. Okay, it's 22. I see. It's 10 PM now. 12 hours better for much casual stuff. Yeah, I guess so. I mean, for me, it's like, you know, we are always going for like 24 hours and it's easier. Coming back to the thing, why I feel like 24-hour system is better for like a more futuristic aesthetic. Oh, I see. So basically, well, you know, we are using 24-hour system like all the time, and they're like, we're stationing some soldiers at the hotel, and basically they're like, so and basically it's like, it's just a little, yeah. But basically they like walked in and like, hey, what time it is? And I'm telling them the 24-hour system time, and they're like, okay, cool. And after the same day, like maybe 3-4 hours later, dude walks up to me and like asks me if I was like in a military or where did I serve, and such, and like, oh, like I never served. And he was like, why are you using military time then? And I'm like, oh, it's just like everyday time counting here. I had to explain to the guy that it's just like everyday thing that everyone in Poland is using the 24-hour system. And they were like very positive people, by the way. Like usually we've heard that, you know, people are going to be like, you know, very specific. They're pretty chill, I may say. They are pretty chill, rather more chill than some of other guests that we've had at the hotel when I worked there. So, you know. The night shifts were pretty cool when they were like staying up late in a freaking bar until like 1 AM and just drinking beer skis. And like, sometimes they were like walking up to me and like we just had some totally random conversations. Cleaning all the bottles though was a pain. The night shifts at the hotel, those are pretty cool though. I really like the night shifts at the hotel. Really chill. You don't have to worry about much. You just sit down, like, you know, do things, you know. I wish I could work again at the hotel. Although most of the hotel owners are going to like use you. So I don't really recommend getting there, and I don't think I would ever do it to come back. But it was pretty cool, you know, experience for me. Most likely because I was really good at all the administrative stuff, and I was quickly done with my job, and I could just, you know, read some manga or a book, and I was mostly stationing on the night shift, so I was just, you know, sitting for like 8 hours or sometimes more, and just, you know, just chill, watching some videos, because like, you know, it's night, who in the right mind is going to like... Why is dark written with a K instead of a C? You cannot see in the dark. Oh lord. That's a new one. Holy. That's a new one. Okay. I wasn't expecting this. By the way, Devis figurines? When I'm going to get the 3D printer, I want to like do some cool stuff. Would you want Devis figurines? Can I put it in a jar? I'll make a special edition that's going to be like jarable. Also, should someone be concerned hearing that they are jarable? Imagine. Also, a lot of things happened this year too. I have to say, a lot of things. On YouTube, by the way. Like, for example, there are like a bunch of things made by, like, you know, happening to Stanley movie. On what niche that Devis figurine is gonna appeal to? I mean, I think I want to make it like assembly kit. Because I want to design Bishonen Devis. You know what? Maybe I'm going to make a challenge and try to draw some different things. I believe this model is like hitting Bishonen. Like the hairstyle and generally like facial construction. Even, you know? I don't get more, I get even. Oh my. But I think I might actually draw Devis in like Bishonen type of thing. What time do you daily start the live in your country? Asking because I wanna join on time. Pretty boy, cutesy boy. I think you might be thinking about Ikemen. Okay, I see. So I'm usually starting my streams at 7 PM CT. We're running the live on for an hour, so you can kind of, you know, it's, you know, we are midway usually at that time, so that's the thing. Wait. I think I know what you mean. Like beautiful boy, eh? I've had a friend who actually done a thing for me. She's a fantastic artist, but also I've had a thing myself. So let me show you the thing that my friend did. Here's the thing made by the friend. She's a fantastic artist, by the way. She's actually a fantastic artist. And here's like my idea that sparked her work, I guess, because that was like the freshest one when she was working on this. Yeah, kind of like that. Yeah. So like, yeah, if you ever wondered that stuff. Also, that's the one. Like, you can see how far my anime style moved. It was like difficult to transition, but you can see like how I was like, you know, transferring the from realism to anime. This was like somewhere around that Pretty Boy Davis before. Yeah, you did. Mention I'll join on the next time. Yeah. Can't wait. So yeah. I do feel if you wanna go into the Bishonen route even further, you can make him look more petite and have more like hair mass generic anime hair. Well, I guess. I don't think I've ever seen any Bishonen with a kind of basket sort of thing. I see. I mean, Davis don't really have a basket. He has a, you know, like that, you know, hairs to the side kind of thing, or hairs going to the back. But, well. It's like the non-swept part, I mean. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, I think there are like, you know, some unwritten rules to some genres for the characters, how they're supposed to look like, so that's the thing. Also, just as I was mentioning, I'm not going to animate the legs, so legs along with the pants are going to be a still image, one full image. So that's why I need to do that thing. I'm going to make the belt move around, because like if we are going to like move the body, it's going to cause the belt move a little, and that's going to cause the dangling elements to, you know, swing a little. That can be done with a simple pendulum motion though, so no biggie. Also, I've bought myself today when I was in a different city some more things actually. I've got myself that British orange chocolate. It's a really good one. I've had I think all available in Poland variants already. The orange one, the classic one, is really cool. The mint one is also really damn good. What anime do you watch, or what animes do you know? What are your favorites? Right now I'm watching Frieren Season 2 and One Piece. I'm halfway through the One Piece. I'm now in the arc where they're going to the Fishman Island, so after the first time skip. So I'm literally halfway through the anime. We have now the last arc running, so literally couple more, probably like couple more episodes and we are closing the One Piece. And what's next? Well, Sosuno Frieren, from anime that I really liked, wait, because I've got my anime list by the way, so I'm going to use that as a support. So here, right now I want to watch, besides Sosuno Frieren, those anime while watching One Piece, and because with all those anime that I have on my list, I'll be able to actually be up to date with One Piece when it comes to the episodes. That's something to take a note of, by the way. So Black Bullet, Blade and Soul, Claymore, Darkened Black, 2 episodes, 2 seasons, Drifters, Noragami Aragoto. Now I'm watching Sosuno Frieren 2nd season, so that's, you know, out. and Spy X Family all seasons. So Spy X Family Part 2, then Season 2 and Season 3. And watching all of those, while watching all of those, I'm also going to exchange it with the arcs from One Piece. What do you think about the pacing? Slow, sluggish. I feel like the backstory when Luffy was reminiscing his story with Sabo and Ace could be just brought to one episode. It didn't need an entire arc for this shit. Really. Like, they've used an entire arc just for a flashback. That makes zero sense. It's not necessary information. And there's like a lot of other things, also a lot of... here's another thing. I'm skipping the fillers. I'm not what... You skip the fillers, right? Yes, I'm skipping the fillers. All the fillers. But the backstory of Sabo, Ace, and Luffy is not a filler. It's the post-war arc, basically. So now I've finished watching episodes Return to Sabaody arc. Then I'm going to watch the Fishman Island, but I'm going to split it in twain, as it is split by the special episodes with Toriko crossover. So I'm going to watch from 523 to 541, watch a season of different anime, continue from 543 to 574, watch another season of different anime, and we're entering the Dressrosa. This ambition is filler arc, so I'm skipping that, and I'm starting to watch from 579 to 589, which is split by another Toriko and Dragon Ball crossover, and I'm going to watch another season of anime, 591 to 625, another season of anime, Caesar Retrieval filler arc, actually, again, filler arc, skipped, and Dressrosa 629 to 746. When it comes to the episodes, I might actually split it in two also, because that's like nearly 100 episodes, if not 100 basically. Yeah, it's 100 episodes, even more. So that's that. And then we are literally going to like the most recent ones. Like Zoo, Marine Rookie, Whole Cake Island, Levely, then Wano Country, which is actually just split between different arcs. And I'm going to watch it by the splits. So 4 different like sub-seasons that I'm making for myself. And then Final Saga. Egghead Island, Elbaf, and probably the next one is... Either we are ending on Elbaf or we are finishing One Piece on the next arc, actually. That's something that I can tell. It's very concerning. It's very concerning. Because actually, if I look at it, I don't have that many episodes left. And the further you go to the One Piece, the more difficult it actually is to get around things. So, I mean, the more filler arcs there are. So it's as if actually the anime is like falsely expanded because filler arcs are not actually connected with the actual story. So that's the thing. But yeah, I'm like, yeah. So yeah, I'm going to skip the fillers, I'm going to, and I want to just, you know, keep up with other things, you know, with other anime, and I don't know what I'm going to watch when I'm going to finish that one, to be fair. I don't know what I'm going to watch. So yeah. It's that. Also, I've had some sushi today, so I'm happy. I've got some bowls for ramen. Those are like deep bowls so more soup can be in there. But I think I could also make some noodles inside. It's like a set with the wooden sticks. Are you planning on watching Invincible? I don't have access to Amazon Prime, so I don't know. And you didn't give me some? Yeah, sorry. Not Engie. Oh. It was like not the traditional sushi of sorts. It had like mayonnaise in there and stuff, so like it was one of those typical American sushi that you see, like California rolls and stuff. That's, yeah. That's already giving headaches. Okay, I just need to... Yeah. Yeah. Do you think Japanese people have their version of California rolls? Like a sandwich from, like a Kyoto sandwich? Possibly. I think they do. Why wouldn't they? Like, for example, you know how people make like random Japanese words as tattoos? They do the same thing with freaking American words, like English words and stuff. Okay. Oh, alright. Yeah. And that's the big boy here. So let's take that out, because we'll need to cut those two. Oh my. Imagine, like almost two. We're almost there, by the way. We're almost there, actually. That makes me happy. But there's going to be like, you know, ham. Yeah. I tell you what. To watch today? Yes. I was planning to, yeah. Just for a while, just for a moment. Not like, you know, like a whole thing. Not like 2 hours or 1 hour, probably will end up until like for like 1 hour. Okay, yeah. But folks, I think I'm going to take a break here, because I know that for granted that already we've got like most of the model done. Like, look at that. Well done, cut, right? When it comes to like simple cutting. I'll need to, though, get all of that here. Yeah. I'll need all of that here to actually get, like, you know, its own cutting, like the neck will have to be separated, the you know, chest will have to be separated, stomach area, rib cage area, like there's going to be a lot of separations here. So I think actually it's going to be a clever move for us to take a break today, because it's literally just working on the torso is going to be probably taking as much as this entire stream actually took us, you know. Hi Ren, glad to be here. How are you? How's it going? Hola, soy Dora. Soy not Dora. Wow, that model is really ikemen. Hi T, how are you? How you all been? I've been pretty good. Very ikemen. Keep this up and you might some fan art. Yeah, let's go. I want fan arts, you know. You might get some fan arts. Yeah. So that's that. Also, I want to I wanted to make some. You just don't give the character. The character? What do you mean? Like, what do you need? Like, character reference? I've had some somewhere here. Wait. Where was it? It was somewhere. I don't know where it went, but it was somewhere. I don't know. Oh, hey, yo, actually my textures are here. Let's go. I would try to reuse them for the 3D model that I'm going to try to make later on too. Slightly better one for that. Wait. What do you need exactly? Like wood. Your character design, sorry, I'm not really good. It's okay. There you go. That's the entire Devis's character design, and my model, you can see that my model is literally the same. So yeah. Screenshot made. Alrighty, let's go. And yeah, it's going to be a bit more problematic because I have to also make like the entire face fully, and I have to also separate like eyes, irises, mouth, eyebrows. I have to make the eyes full. Hairs will have to be split in couple different sections, so I need to also make the bald Devis. And yes, I'm willing to make the bald Devis. Let's go. I'm also going to probably then like make some accessories like glasses or other things. So yeah. I'm trying to learn a new style of Blender model, so if I ever get good, I want to try and make both of your characters. Both of my characters? What do you mean? I meant say your and her characters. Oh, okay. I got a sandwich. Let's go, sandwich. Alrighty, folks. Really sorry. Still not 2 hours today. Really sorry. You can see that I'm trying my best, like keep on going, but it's just like I have certain thresholds, and I feel like I'm not going to be good with keeping those thresholds, or rather after crossing those thresholds. Yeah, but it was really nice to talk. I'm really glad that we could, all, gather up, and I'm glad that that I could help somehow, some people, and yeah, yeah, just just hope that all of us will be able to meet tomorrow. As always, folks, stay creative, and I hope to see you all in the next one. Take care, and